A very warm welcome to all my ardent viewers of Tell Me a Story. I am Carol Narona and I'm pretty excited to journey along with all of you through all these wonderful stories from the Holy Bible. Today's episode in particular will tell us how David becomes King David. I can't wait to tell you the process that it takes for him to be enthroned the King of Israel. But before we do that, let us first make the sign of the cross. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. So kids, in the previous episode we heard how King Saul was now dead. Even his 3 sons were dead. So David basically had no fear to enter Israel this time. But he asked God for direction. And God told him that he should enter Israel now, but from the southern part of Judah, precisely from the city of Hebron. David took his wives, the kids, all his men and their families, and entered the city of Hebron. Here, the men of Judah came forward and anointed David as their new king. Now, Judah is the southern part of Israel. Up north, Saul's main chief commander of the army, whose name was Abner, took Saul's only remaining son, Ishbosheth, and declared him as the king of Israel. It seemed natural, don't you think? As the son of the king inherits the kingship. But this was not God's plan. Let's rewind a few episodes. Remember how God had told Samuel clearly that Israel's kingship will not be like that of the rest of the world. The king of Israel is to be anointed and not a natural succession as we see in the other monarchs of the world today. Therefore, Israel now remained divided, with Ishbosheth as the king of Israel in the northern kingdom and David as the king of Judah in the southern kingdom. David now continued in his capacity as the king of Judah and held no anger or no issues with Ishbosheth as the king of Israel. Their army men, however, were in a constant war with each other. David's chief's name was Joab, and Ishbosheth's chief, as we know, is Abner. Joab and Abner kept raising armies to fight against each other because each one of them wanted their king to be the king of all of Israel. Now, David did not have any inclination of this ongoing war between the two. He did not even know that Joab killed Abner, and later on his men killed King Ishbosheth one night while he was sleeping. Therefore, he ended King Saul's descendants, except for one 5-year-old grandson who was taken by a maid for safekeeping while this war was going on. Back to the story. When David heard this, he immediately felt remorse and anger for Joab and the others who had killed an innocent man in his sleep. David cried out before the Lord and ordered for these men, including Joab, to be immediately put to death. While David did not want his reign as a king to begin in this manner with blood and death, he had no choice over these small-mindedness and bickering fights that his army men harbored. He gave both Abner and Ishbosheth a decent burial and then moved forward to take on his throne as the king of Israel and Judah, the king of both north and south. David was 30 years old when he became the king of Israel. Remember, Samuel had prophesied this to him when he was a young boy of just 15-year-old and was a shepherd. In the period that marks from his 15th year to the 30th year, God prepared David to take on the throne, and these were some of the most challenging times of David's life. The first thing David did was to capture Jerusalem, and he renamed it as David's city. You will know from most of the hymns that we use in our liturgy today, and of course from the story of Jesus' life on earth itself, about how important Jerusalem is in our tradition. We will hear much more in detail about David's great conquests and the richness and the abundance with which God blesses David in the coming episodes. Till then, you have to rejoice like me, because David is now declared a king of all of Israel. I'm very excited to share with you what all great things David and his descendants do for Israel's prosperity. But time only permits us till here today. I will see you again in the next episode and tell you all these wonderful things. Until then, you take care and goodbye.